Why does the black man serve the white man? Why does everything the black man do benefit the white man? Why does the black man say freedom is doing what I want to do? And why is it that everything he wants to do enriches the European?
Welcome to the desert of the real.
What's up? This Holip from Brooklyn.
Hey, bro. How you doing?
Good evening, sir.
What's up, everybody?
This is a rarity right here.
Been a minute. I see y'all still on BTR. Do y'all have like a In the Paint MySpace page as well?
Yo.
Shit. Make me snort out a drink.
Multiply.com.
Multiply.com. Oh, my God. Well, we certainly know.
Prodigy.net. What's going on?
We certainly know how you feel about that. You know what I'm saying? So just being on BTR.
That's
I
hilarious.
get it. It is hilarious. I get it, and I listen, I love it. You know what I'm saying? So what's going on, brother, man?
Nothing much, man. Just calling in to see how y'all doing.
I
What's the topic
that,
of discussion?
Well, right now I'm trying to get into the lane of your boy Bill Cosby versus Eddie Murphy.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
You know what's so funny about that? Like, I don't know if anybody saw Eddie Murphy on SNL. Did you see his monologue?
Yes.
That was like a passing joke. It wasn't even nothing that he didn't spend a lot of time. He just made the joke, and it was a good joke.
It was.
That's absolutely.
Before we talk
and it was
about
it was mainly like a self-deprecating joke. That's the thing that really kills me. Like, people don't really look at context. They just look at words and they get triggered by them.
Right. Before we get into that, we got the Eddie Murphy raw clip, and we got the SNL monologue. Play the raw clip first.
No, I knew you were going there.
At about 5 o'clock in the morning, the child comes through the door. He has a different look on his face. It looked like he heard something at your show that he's never heard before. And I say to my child, child, I say, what did the man say on the stage? And he says, Pop, the man comes out and says these things. I said, well, what did he say? He says, Pop, he comes out and says some stuff. I said, well, what did he do? He says, Pop, he walks out and he goes, hello, suck this and MF and kiss my big black stuff and suck it and stick it down your mouth and suck it. You cannot say filth, flarn, filth in front of people. And I said, I never said no filth, flarn, filth. He says, you know what I'm talking about. I can't use the type of language that you use, but you know what I mean when I say filth, flarn, filth. And I said, I never said no filth, flarn, filth, and I don't know what you're talking about. I'm offended that you called. Fuck you. And that's when Bill got pissed. That's what I'm talking about. You cannot say fuck in front of people. And I got mad because he thought that was my whole act. Like, I just walked out on stage and cursed and left. And I managed to stick in some jokes between the curses. You couldn't give no curse show or walk out and say, hey, felt for him, motherfucker, dick, pussy, snot, and shit. Good night. Good night. Suck my dick. Bye-bye. I was pissed off. I was so mad, I called Richard Pryor's house up and said, yo, Richard, Bill Cosby just called me up and told me I was too dirty. And Richard said, the next time motherfucker call, tell him I said, suck my dick. I don't give a fuck. Whatever the fuck make the people laugh, say that shit. I said, do the people laugh when you say what you say? I said, yes. He said, do you get paid? I said, yes. He said, well, tell Bill. I said, have a Coke and a smile and shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up.
Hard. I
I'm just teasing. My kids are actually pretty much my whole life now. And you know what? But if you had told me 30 years ago that I would be this boring, stay-at-home, house dad, and Bill Cosby would be in jail, even I would have took that bet. Say, who is America's dad now?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Well.
So how much time is left now?
Well, he claims about over an hour. I said 11, but maybe. Okay. All right. I'm just saying.
Oh Lord.
I gotta tell you, I Jesus fucking Christ. Okay. At the expense of me blowing my lungs out here, the shit. First of all, the shit was funny as hell. Let's just say that
it was
funny. It was hilarious.
Mm-hmm. It's what you call a good joke.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And to see how people got their nipple twisted over that.
Oh, not people. Bill Cosby.
Okay.
No, it's people too.
It's people too. There are people.
You want me to read my latest status I just put?
Go right ahead, sir.
I said there's nothing more pathetic than a comedian that can't take a joke.
Amen.
Once again,
Amen.
Bill Cosby shows what an out-of-touch, pretentious, self-righteous, hypocritical douchebag he is.
Damn.
No, that's well deserved. Fuck it.
It is.
It's well deserved. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm not mad at that. It's on point. It's on point. And like Max said, it's people. I gotta tell you. Listen, I don't know how you feel about. I have him as a Facebook friend. Kala. I have respect for him. However, with that being said, he put some stuff out there, and I'm like talking about, well, I never seen Eddie Murphy give $75 million to black colleges and stuff. And I'm like,
I never seen Eddie Murphy ruthie up chicks and fuck them while they unconscious either.
Right.
Exactly. Exactly.
I'm like, what does that have to do with this? You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, dude, that's like.
And that's the fun. You know what? You know why that joke is so funny, Rodney?
Mm-hmm. Why?
Because Larry said this. He said Eddie Murphy is like the Floyd Mayweather of comedy. Like everybody thinks that Floyd Mayweather is this party animal, da-da-da. All of that is just fucking smoke and mirrors to get your ass to go see his fights. In his real life, dude is a gym rat.
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So Eddie Murphy was the same. Like he had the leather suits and all of this. All of that was entertainment. He's really a homebody.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Why he got?
Because I've seen interviews with him. He said he never even got a blowjob in his limo.
Damn.
So the dude is very conservative. Dude is, he's not out there. He's not drugging it up and all this. And so Cosby's perception of him was wrong from the giddy up.
Right.
And then as it turns out, Mr. Holier Than Thou is a fucking freak.
Right.
A creep.
Exactly.
Yep.
Wait. And also, of course he was giving all this money to black colleges because he was doing some trifling ass shit on the side. So he had to try to make up for that shit.
Of course.
So all that shit is bullshit. And nonsense.
And see, you know what the thing, and I'll say this, and I've had this conversation with Kala before, so I don't feel like I'm saying it behind his back because I've said it to his face. Why is it? It seems to me that you want to kiss rich people's ass. So when Bill Cosby does something, you got 1,000 fucking excuses for it. But if Pookie and Ray Ray do something, they the scum of the earth.
Right.
No, that nigga's the scum of the earth, and I want to hear you say it. If you can rail on people in the hood when they do something wrong, then why is this guy getting a pass?
Right. Like I said, I've spoken to R, I've spoken to Jay, I've spoken to you, Holip, and I said, so if I told all of y'all, y'all all my good friends, if I told y'all, yo, man, ain't nothing like a KO bitch, man. Yo, I got these roofies, I got lewds, and I knock them out, and then I do my thing. I hope one of y'all punch me in the face. I hope y'all
I just don't understand unconscious pussy.
Me either.
I can't wrap my mind around, yo, I just like a bitch to be immobile while I'm fucking. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Exactly.
It's not funny. It's not funny. I'm sorry with that. Yeah,
and Bill Cosby admitted to carrying Quaaludes. He carries the knockout drug, which was big.
Right.
He's a creep. Y'all don't see nothing wrong with that?
You slipping shit in the girls' drinks. Like I got a girl. First of all, we went out on a date, so I'm thinking she's kind of interested in me.
Right.
We already went out on a date. You consented to go out on a date with me. So then we come home. I got to slip something into your drink. What kind of creep ass shit is that? But it's Bill Cosby. He donated to so and so we can't say nothing about it. But if Pookie steals a fucking loaf of bread, he's the son of Satan. Get the fuck out of here, man. That's what I call that being a hypocrite. And I am so tired of rich people getting their ass kissed. I've been hearing it lately. Somebody said, "Oh, how come there's a war against the rich?" Like, what fucking war are you talking about?
Yeah.
There's a war against the rich. Every time I go to a hotel and somebody's in the penthouse, there's a protest outside.
Yeah, fuck out of here.
Like most people don't have no problems with somebody that got money. What we have a problem with is you worth $150 billion, but you feel the need to bribe politicians so you can get a tax cut.
Right.
That's what people got a problem with.
Perfect example is that's the dude in the White House right now because people want to kiss his ass. And I'm like, this motherfucker's an asshole. Fuck him.
Shit. That's a whole nother book.
Well,
that's a whole nother conversation.
I know, but I had to say it.
I hear you.
But you know what's funny, guys, and we had this conversation before. It's like the young man before, he nailed everything we could ever talk about. But the funny thing about the shit is, it seems like it's always the rich bitching about the rich and telling us what we should be doing. Like I said before about the fucking economics of this world and the this class. It's shit that you never lived or you haven't lived in 20, 30 years. And this is, I always say this, this is the sick society we live in. I always say this, social media is a gift and a curse, and it's becoming more of a curse because we have gotten so sensitive and so soft and so petty that you just let your feelings get in the way. Getting back to Eddie and Bill, that shit is comedy, man. You can't even tell jokes no more with somebody saying this, that, and the other thing. But
let me, you know what, to build on, to piggyback off what he just said, like you have these groups, right, that represent like 0.06% of the population, right? And their big issue is they don't feel that they're included in mainstream society, right? That's what they say. Well, guess what? You know what a part of being included in mainstream society is? Being made jokes about. Being made fun of. And if you can't take that, then maybe you shouldn't be a part of mainstream society.
Yeah.
Because black people can take jokes.
Except Bill Cosby.
Well, that's Bill Cosby. People, me and Larry, Mark could tell you, the more racist the joke is, the funnier the harder we laugh at it. Because we're not fucking snowflakes. We're secure. Like I can hear the most racist black jokes, and I'll laugh at it. Because it's silly to me. It's like, what fucking difference does it make?
Holla.
But but I can't say faggot. And all of a sudden, shit, then motherfucker, you shouldn't be a part of mainstream. If you can't be joked about, fuck you.
See,
Holla.
Absolutely. That's that part of society, Holla, that we're always talking about. Everybody
what do
wants
friends
to be
do?
heard. Right. Everybody
They
wants
fuck
to
with
be
each other.
heard.
Yeah, like I fuck with Mark. Like I fuck with the show, man. When I first came on the line, I made a joke about the show. That's what guys. That's what we do.
Right.
And I'm gonna punch you in the face off.
You ain't gonna do nothing. Shut up.
Do shit, nigga. But that's what it is. It's like you make fun, but it's not like malicious.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And if you can't joke about yourself, then what the fuck? If you can't joke about yourself, then you need to get out of mainstream society.
Yeah,
right.
Absolutely. That's what it is.
Overall, somebody on my FB timeline, one of my friends, he has a nice he has a nice page, so people follow him, and he is somebody who's about something in social media and other places. He said that he felt in the show's entirety that he laughed at Gumby and Mr. Robinson when he was younger. He felt that it was he said he felt that it was low hanging fruit. Those jokes. I'm like, no, man, the whole show was hilarious. It wasn't stereotypical.
You know, those people, I bet you those same people who make these critiques probably suck at sex.
Whoa. Why'd you say that?
That's some funny shit.
That's funny because I've always said that entertainment, movies, and all that stuff is like having sex. When you're having sex, you accept what you're getting, and you enjoy the experience. You don't sit there and go, well, I don't know if I like that lick on my balls there. I think you should have, like, nobody does that shit.
Fucking hell. He's stupid.
Oh, my God. Hilarious, dude.
Nobody does that. What you do is you accept the experience. Now, if the experience was whack, you can talk about that after it's over.
Right.
But during it, you accept it for what it is. So when the person is with you, you kind of vibing off of each other. You're trying to accept whatever it is that they're giving you. That's the same thing with entertainment. When I watch a movie, I'm not sitting at the movie critiquing every goddamn thing. I'm just watching it and experiencing it.
Right.
And then once I get that initial experience, then I can go back and say, I wasn't really feeling that. I think they could have did. Then you start analyzing.
Right.
See, I feel like this is the problem also with the technology with your phones and everything, cameras, because people aren't in the moment no more. Everybody's trying to film something and take this and do that rather than taking it in at the moment. Be in the moment rather than sit here filming this and I'm putting this on there. Listen, be in the moment. Enjoy what you have, and then, like you said, you could critique it. You could do whatever you got to do after that. But you got to be in the moment. That's the only way that you're going to take something.
And I think that's the best analogy for entertainment. It's like you have to accept what's in front of you because you have no choice. You didn't write it.
That's right.
You didn't put it together. So you got to sit back and just absorb and try to experience what the artist or the content creator is trying to get across.
You know what I found hilarious today, guys? What I found hilarious while we're on this particular topic, what I found hilarious today, I was on Facebook and I took a look at a video, and it was about this Cosby thing, and somebody had made a comment during this video about something saying to the effect that when Murphy, Chappelle, Rock, and Morgan were on stage, Tracy Morgan, they was on stage at the SNL, that looking at them, it seemed like they spelled coons altogether. And I'm like, no.
The fuck?
Seriously.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, these are the people, you know who these people are? These are the people that will take their time and go to a comedy club and then get offended when they get inside.
That's right.
Right.
That's like going to a doctor and saying, oh, my God, what are you doing trying to check me up?
Right.
I mean, what the?
Right.
I mean, I don't understand that. You know what I mean? I was like, wait, what? How did you get it's, you know what it is? It's always going to be some type of people that's going to object, no matter what.
Because people don't understand context and they don't understand spirit.
Yeah.
Right. Everybody has their own perception of shit.
Let me ask y'all a question.
You know? Right.
when you heard, did anybody see Dave Chappelle's last stand up?
Yes.
Oh hell yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Hilarious.
Was he mean spirited?
No.
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 He was speaking the truth. He was speaking.
It wasn't like he was speaking from some malicious, place. He was making jokes, like he said. Dave Chappelle put it better than anybody. I'm trying to remember exactly how he said it, but he said,
you talking about the gay part?
No.
Or
he's talking about. Oh, I remember. He said, "Listen, comedy." He says a lot of times, I get up here and I say a lot of mean things, but I'm not saying them to be mean. I'm saying them because it's funny, and everything's funny unless it's happening to you.
Right.
And I thought that was the best way to explain it. It's just like that.
Yeah. Right. So Bill Cosby has his panties in a bunch because,
it's happening to him.
Before he got caught up in the situation he was in, he was doing a comedy tour. He was about to make a deal to have a TV show. Suddenly all his shit got screwed up and now he's blind? Really, Bill?
Station.
Really, Bill?
Yeah.
You blind?
Also, this is another thing, and I've said this before. Kevin Hart, Bill Burr, Patrice O'Neal, and that crew of guys were merciless on each other.
Right.
They used to crack on each other like, and to the point was you couldn't be in that circle if you was a sensitive dude.
Right.
Because they have you crying. And that's how they get down. That's how comedians get down. Like they have a story about them, like Patrice O'Neal and rest of them was cracking on Bill Burr for the whole bus ride. That's a legendary story that they tell amongst each other, how they just ripped on him for the entire trip.
Damn.
Right.
And he took it.
Right.
Of course.
That's why anybody that tells me Kevin Hart is not funny, I'm like, oh, come on, dude. The dude came up around hardcore comedians. The dude is good.
Right. And what people don't realize about comedy and art itself is that all of that pain that people have gone through, that's what the comedy is. They basically make fun of themselves and they make fun of society as a whole.
Right.
And since you're part of society, you're making fun of yourself. You're making part of your pain and your struggle and everything.
Of course.
So you're putting yourself out there. Just to be a comedian, you're really putting yourself out there. Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's what people do. I mean, anytime there's something different about somebody, we're going to say something. And, and people are going to perceive it the way it is. That's how everybody works. That's why people aren't, most people aren't soft soft like cotton balls and shit. For the most part, they're like, hey, I could take that because I'm going to get you back at this because I know, because, I mean, everybody's been through it where it's like, you wearing some cheap-ass jeans or sneakers or whatever, somebody's going to talk shit about it or whatever it is. Like, you got a cut in your eyebrow and it looked crazy, like, look, they took half of your eyebrow off or they zeked you in the barbershop. You're going to get laughed at, and that's all it is. That's what it was growing up.
Jay, I get it from Holip and Larry over some of my music choices, shoes I've worn, pants I've worn.
But that's what
then
it is, though.
I give it back
another
to them
thing.
also. Go ahead.
That's
another
what
thing
makes
is
you, but that's what makes you.
Right.
We are intelligent enough to know when somebody's just ripping and making jokes and somebody's because it's about what the joke is. Like if I got on stage and I say, yo, look at that Chinese guy, don't he look crazy because he's Chinese? That's fucking racist.
Absolutely.
People know.
Right.
But then Dave Chappelle can do a joke and he can make fun of a Chinese person, but it's not malicious. It's not like the joke is he's Chinese. That's not what the joke is.
No, but people made a big deal about Chappelle when he said something about, and I thought you was getting at this one, when he was talking about the transvestites or the transsexual.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And he's like, I can't just be like, I'm Chinese, today. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
that's how I feel. Like that
Right.
that shit was mad funny, and people got on him about that. But that shit is real. That's really what it's about. So like when you put it all in, in context, you're like, yeah, that's basically what they're feeling. That's what it is. That's what they're doing. Like today, I feel like a man. Tomorrow, I feel like a woman. So,
and you know what, guys? It ain't easy. We get entertainment out of it. We get laughs out of it, but it ain't easy. Because I remember when I met D-Ray and Tommy Davidson at Dover Air Force Base. We were just sitting in the lobby talking, and they was like, everybody thinks we're rich, because we tell jokes and we get little parts in the movie. And here these guys were outside the show in the lobby selling their CDs from the show. I'm looking at them like, this is kind of weird. I've seen these guys on TV. It was like, dumb. We ain't rich. We tell jokes.
Right.
And sometimes them jokes ain't that good. So somebody may not want to come back. Now you take that with a comedian thinking that his jokes may not be that good, and now you're sort of in a box because now you can't talk about this, that.
Right.
Because now you're going to be ostracized from some group, because we got 6 million groups in this country now, that you'll get ostracized. So when I'm listening to them talk, I'm like, and we all know Tommy Davidson. We've seen him in movies. He's Tommy Davidson, And listening to him talk was like, wow, this is pretty weird. And guy,
somebody snoring.
I hope not.
Probably the Darth Vader.
But Darth Vader has a kid.
We just got to get to the point, man, where, like I told R and Mac, there's just too many sensitive people, man. It's like it's really pathetic. It's pathetic now, where comedy has to be, shortchanged.
Yeah.
Where when we were kids and we were cracking jokes and playing the dozens, we didn't have to worry about fighting our way home, and it was a thing.
Right.
Like, comedy is a thing. If you don't like comedy, then damn it, don't go to the show.
Exactly.
Right.
Stop going to comedy shows when you got to stick up your butt.
Don't ever go to a D.L. Hughley show, because he goes in the audience and picks on people. And imagine some of these charming tissue paper wearing asses in one of his shows. They probably get up and leave, because he's one of those that is known for going in the audience, pointing at you, and dare you to say something.
And I'm not
his whole show on you.
I'm not a hypocrite. I'm not a hypocrite because I give comedians a wide breadth. Like, all right, take for instance, y'all know me. Like, I'm into the cultural conscious thing. I'm pro-African, whatever. Patrice O'Neal had a whole set anti-African. That didn't mean that I don't dislike him as a comedian.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like that. People are too sensitive and too, come on, man. Everybody is not supposed to be about everything that you about.
Right.
That's the wonderful part about being a human being.
Right.
Different perspectives. Everybody don't have to think like you think. Everybody don't have to talk like you talk, because how boring would that be?
Thank you.
Right.
Yep.
Hey, the problem is that everybody's in their ego.
Yeah.
Everybody's in their ego. It's not about you. At the end of the day, it's not about you. Just appreciate what you're seeing and what you're hearing, and move on. Or you could do some other. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to like it. You don't have to like. You don't have to dance to every drum beat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. If I don't like a comedian's comedy, I don't. Don't fuck with him. There it is.
Right.
I'm not gonna go to his job and try to make the dude lose his job.
Right.
It's ridiculous.
Right.
Yeah,
stop picking sides, because that's what we got now. R don't like something, so I'm gonna jump on R's bandwagon. Really don't know what the hell's in the bandwagon. I'm just gonna jump on it to be jumping on it. So if he said it, I gotta say it. And again, it goes back to this fake ass world that some people live in with this social media. If I could get a like, a retweet, that I'm somebody, that says a lot about you. Serious guys, this is beyond comedy. That says a lot about you, when you can't really think for yourself. and you got to have somebody else persuade you what to say, what to tweet, what to type, you know, what group I have to be in this week, because there'll be another group next week. So when you live your life like that, man, all I can say is God bless you. God bless you. You know, have at it, and let's see how far you go with that.
But to get back to Bill Cosby.
Hello?
I just think, like I said, that the whole, he doesn't realize that he's being very ironic with his being against the joke.
Right.
If I was, and that also shows that he has people around him that don't know what the fuck they doing, and they just kissing his ass.
Right.
Because if I was his representative and he told me, well, I want to make a statement, I want to be like, statement about what, nigga? Are you crazy?
Right. I'm Bill Cosby.
Your statement has already been made. You in jail.
Right.
Right. But no, and that's another thing. But that's another thing. As a comic, right? As somebody like Bill Cosby who knows what he done or whatever the hell it is, he's in jail now. He's paying for it. If he can't sit back and laugh and say that was some funny shit, then your whole career is whack.
Oh, let me give you another example. Nobody talked about this.
Been that guy, Jay. He's never been that guy.
Nobody talked about this. What about this joke, which I thought was even funnier? Dave Chappelle said, "Yo, we got half of Netflix budget on this stage right now, right?"
Yep.
And then Tracy Morgan said, "No, not me." He said, "I made all my money on the road." He said, "What? You mean doing tours?" He said, "No, I got hit by a truck."
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Yep.
Exactly.
Well,
so he can make a joke about
Eddie
something
Murphy
like that, which was actually a serious thing. He almost lost his life.
He almost lost his life behind that.
And he lost a good friend.
Right. And one of my college buddies was on that bus.
Wow.
So he can joke about that, but you can't take a joke from Eddie Murphy? Come on, dude.
Yeah.
But I've been done with Bill Cosby a long time ago. I've been railing against Bill Cosby ever since the pound cake speech, and I had a lot of blowback because of it. A lot of, y'all know, Mark and Rodney knows, I got a lot of blowback.
So did
I was saying, fuck Bill Cosby.
Right.
And that let me know a lot about him.
Somebody called me a sellout today on College Page because I said, "Yo, he carries Quaaludes. It's no, I don't care. People saying he was set up or whatever. Yo, he carries Quaaludes. Quaaludes don't get you high. They knock you out. End of the story. Fuck him."
And if you the type of dude that got to knock bitches out in order to get some ass, you are a fucking creep.
Right.
Sorry.
That's some sad shit. Man.
It's sad, but here's my thing is this, and this is gonna sound kind of morbid and fucked up, but I don't give a shit. You know, my thing is I really
bring it.
Yeah, well, what else is there? I really don't give a fuck about Bill Cosby anyway, because and all this nonsense, because you know sooner or later, more sooner, he's gonna die anyway, so it doesn't matter. You know.
Damn. Well, here's another thing about Bill Cosby. Here's another thing about Bill Cosby.
He's like, sooner or later, he's going to die anyway. So
he's going to die more sooner than later. He's not relevant. Fuck him. I'm like, okay, yeah. We'll see you on the other side, Bill. Fuck you. You know?
He doesn't have any running buddies.
I'm just saying. I'm like, you know.
He doesn't have what, Richard?
Bill Cosby doesn't have any running buddies. You know, he's got comedians that hang with each other. They run with each other. Like, you know, the Kings of Comedy. You know, we know those four. Those are the Kings of Comedy. D.L. Hughley, Bernie Mac, and then you have now the four that was on the Saturday Night Live show. But who do we know are Bill Cosby's friends?
Nobody fucks with Bill Cosby. Listen, let me say this. Let me say this.
That's what I'm saying.
He had a lot of white.
Hold on. Let me say this. He used to run with Red Fox. He used to run with Richard. He shitted on them.
Yeah.
And if you notice, every comedian respects, loves, and if they were alive, connected with Richard Pryor. Nobody connected with Bill Cosby. Now everybody is connecting with Eddie Murphy because Eddie Murphy he came after Richard. So he's that guy everybody looks up to. Nobody.
There you go.
Well, I'm gonna disagree with you a little bit.
Okay.
I just want to be objective.
Okay.
Objectively, Cosby was a shit.
Yo, he was. Like,
Cosby's a great comedian. I'm never going to take away from his skill as a comedian and his impact on comedy. I'm not going to do that.
Right.
So I'm not going to say, because he was as respected as Richard was.
Right.
By a lot of people.
Right.
And that's the reason why his fall from grace is so hard, because my whole thing with Cosby was this, and the pound cake speech really fucked with me a lot, because I live in the hood.
Yep.
Right.
And and he was speaking like some white person who never been around black people.
Right.
I lived in Brownsville, East New York. Now, you can't get more blacker than Brownsville, East New York.
That's right.
And guess what? In the morning time, I would get up, and what would I see? I wouldn't see people gang banging out in the streets and shooting up and doing drive-by. What I saw was black youth, black men, black women getting up in the morning, going to work, and going to school.
Right.
The vast majority. So this whole bullshit that they try to play like the hood is just like, the OK Corral is a bunch of bullshit, and it sounds like a black person ain't never been around black people.
Right.
Now, does shit happen in the hood? Of course.
Right.
Shit happens in fucking suburbia.
Yep.
That's right.
Somebody getting shot up because this was sleeping with that. I mean, shit happens. But that don't mean that, it's just like an all-out war. Like, I can't go out on Flatbush Avenue without getting shot. Come on, man.
Right. Plus, he Dominic's our little brother. Dom from Chicago. That's my little brother. But I do not talk at Dominique, do I? Because that's
you're not supposed to talk at anybody.
Right.
That's what his thing was. He talks.
Right.
He's on some like he's acting like he's the Black Yoda or something.
Right.
Black Yoda.
Right.
Like he's just sitting above the fray, and he can just talk to the fact that you can go to another comedian and tell him about his material. What kind of fucking idiot are you?
Right.
Right.
If you guys ever get a chance, speaking of Eddie Murphy, it's a whole bunch of them on there. It's the Seinfeld thing on Netflix.
Yep. Oh yeah, I saw
it.
I saw it.
Comedians in cars having coffee.
Right.
Yep.
And you listen to the one, especially the one he did with Eddie Murphy. Where they go back in the days of when they were all in the nightclubs. Even going back to, like, people forget that David Letterman was a comedian. Right. And those guys formed what some would call like their own little rap pack. Chris Rock ended up getting on with them. Sandler, Eddie Murphy, Seinfeld. But it's really a good tape because you actually see Eddie Murphy just being Eddie Murphy. It's not where they're sitting in a coffee shop just cracking jokes and cussing. You get to see what these people are. I mean, I happened to tap into it by accident one time, and it happened to be the one with Eddie Murphy. I was like, this is pretty interesting because you get to see, who these people really are, where they came from, how hard it was. It's not like he woke up one day and he was Eddie Murphy. He cracked a joke about Bill Cosby and became a star. No.
Right.
And Eddie Murphy will tell you, he didn't come from what we would call, a bad neighborhood, the hood. He was just funny. We don't want
Eddie Murphy
no more.
Eddie Murphy, I said Eddie Murphy is the Michael Jordan of comedy.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
Yes, he is.
Yo,
and I don't care if you like him or dislike him. It'd be hard pressed for anybody to tell me who's more talented comedically than Eddie Murphy.
Right.
And not to mention where he took his career, not from just being Eddie Murphy, doing this funny, that funny. Then he started doing the family movies, the Dr. Doolittle, but he was still Eddie Murphy. That's the part that
Nutty Professor.
So,
like I tell people all the time, people take the Nutty Professor thing for granted. Like, I want you to really think about it. Let's look at it objectively. Every person in that family is Eddie Murphy, but yet when you see the movie, it's almost like it's like different people playing it.
Right. Yeah.
Think about that. Like when you think of grandma, you don't think of Eddie, you think of grandma.
Yeah. Tell the truth, guys.
That's how good he is.
How many times? Right. I don't care how many times you've seen Coming to America. If you're going through your guide and you see Coming to America and you don't stop,
because you got to watch it. Absolutely.
Right.
Exactly.
Or Harlem Night.
You know, it's just,
right.
it's just so he just reinvented himself so many times for somebody to actually, or groups, I should say, to actually try to take a shot at him. You know, it's sort of like what the young man just said, Jordan, Murphy.
And think about it. Think about it. To give you another example of how great he is, who has been, like, he's the person who influenced Dave Chappelle, Chris Rock.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like all of these major stand-up comedians. All of them were influenced by Eddie.
Yep. Even you, like, getting back to what you were saying, Dom, about Jerry Seinfeld's show, right? Jerry Seinfeld even said it. He was like, you know, I wanted to be like you because you were so free. You could say whatever you want, you know, and everything was so polished, you know. And Eddie's like, no, I wasn't polished. I was just saying, you know, the things that I thought. And that's really what it was, right? But Eddie was brilliant, or Eddie is brilliant. I'm not going to say that, you know, talk about him like that. Eddie's brilliant because he studied. He's a student of the game. And this is why, like, when you say you liken him to Michael Jordan of comedy, Michael Jordan was a student of the game. He took bits and pieces from everybody's career in the past, and he did a little bit of everybody's stuff, but in his way. And that's what makes him brilliant. Because when you look at him, he got a little Jerry Lewis in him. He got a little Don Rickles. He got a little Red Fox. He got a little Richard. He got a little bit of everybody.
Little Bill too.
And what makes Eddie Murphy Eddie Murphy so strange? All of that, all the accolades, and people don't realize how humble he is.
Right.
You know, we got people that have done 92.5% less than him, and think they're on top of the mountain. You know, he's such a humble guy, man. It's like, wow. You know, most people, you know, would be like, you know, semi-braggadocious. Not him. You know, he's just a humble dude. Like, hey, I was a comedian. He didn't, you know, solve world peace, you know, feed every hungry person in the country, but he was just that humble to accept who he was. You know, others might have put him on a pedestal or platform, but he was just Eddie Murphy. That part is amazing.
Then he flipped the script. He flipped the script. He was like, you know what? I'm not going to do any more art stuff. I'm doing all PG&G stuff.
Yeah,
everybody was like, what? What are you talking about? But it was still funny, and it was still Eddie. So that's the brilliance of him. He didn't have to be derogatory or defamatory or whatever the hell everybody wants to say, curse and do a bunch of nonsense. He was still funny as shit. And I love him for that. He still is the shit.
You can't compare to the status right here. Legendary worldwide, we can battle right here. Listen, Junior, I'ma tear back your wig. This ain't TV, but I'll show you what a fear factor is. Stop grilling me, and all that fronting is killing me. You leave me no choice but to hurt your feelings, G. About to slap rappers around and bruise the game.